What's up, everybody? This is comedian Nima Williams, and like everybody else, if you got a pulse, a moral compass, a conscience, eyes, ears, a heart, you're human. You're pissed off about George Floyd being murdered in front of our eyes. Everybody's angry. I'm angry. I have so much to say about it, but I'm reserving that because I'm pissed, and I'm not ready to really talk about that part. But I do want to talk about one thing. I want to talk about what white privilege is, because there seems to be some confusion on some of the stuff I'm seeing and what people say about, the basis of what white privilege is. With the whole video of people racing, take 2 steps forward. That is white privilege, and I get that. But I want to take it to a more base level so I can reach some of these poor white people who feel like they don't have white privilege because it's not generational wealth. They didn't come from money. I didn't come from money. I have no generational wealth. But I still have white privilege because of the color of my skin. So I'm going to take it to the most basic basis of what white privilege is. And I'm just going to tell you a story, and I'm going to talk more about it. I'm going to make more videos. I've just been so fucking angry. So I'm going to tell you about a traffic stop that I had. Number one, I live in the hood. I kind of always have. I understand the hood. I feel better in the hood when I can talk about that. But right now I live in Zone 2 in Atlanta, Cleveland Avenue. It's a hood area, so there's a lot of police officers around here that are accustomed to dealing with hood people. I accidentally did a rolling stop through a stop sign. I was pulled over. The cop approached the vehicle, pretty tense. Now, backstory, I had just bought weed. The car smelled like straight gas. The car smelled like weed. I had been drinking. I was semi-drunk at the time, probably smelled like alcohol. I was coming from the store with a beer. The cop came up to the car, had his hand on his gun. The window was down. He smelled the car and said, "It smells like weed. Where's the weed?" I said, "Man, I don't have no weed in here. I don't know what you're talking about." He said, "Open the door." Probably wanted to search it. Now, at the time, my door handle on the truck I was driving was broken. So I tried to tell him I can't open the truck. He said, "Where are you coming from?" In my drunk mind, I was trying to explain to him, I was getting a beer. So I reached for the beer. So I reached for something. Gun was drawn on me. Get out of the fucking vehicle. He couldn't open the door, so he started getting pretty pissed off. I tried to explain to him I can't open the vehicle. So then I reached for the door to open the vehicle, and he again put the gun directly in my face and said, "Don't fucking move." And I tried to explain to him, I'm just opening the vehicle. He allowed me to do all those things. Once the door was open, he did grab me, pull me out, slam me on the ground. 2 other officers came over, put knees on my shoulder and my back. It hurt, but it wasn't the end of the world. Cuffed me, picked me up by my handcuffs. So there was pain. I did get hurt, but I survived. While I was on the ground and as they picked me up, he kept saying, "What are you doing over here? Why are you in this neighborhood?" And I said, "I live right there." And I was pointing to the apartment area that I live in, the subdivision, whatever the fuck y'all call it down here. I pointed to the subdivision. I said, "I live right there." He looked in the back seat and saw my car seat and said, "You have a child?" I said, "Yes, I have a son. He's waiting for me to come home." "What were you doing over here?" I said, "I was buying a beer." He said, "Where's the weed?" I said, "I don't know what a weed is." Cuffed me, put me in the back of the car, searched the car, couldn't find the weed. Came back and asked me, "Why are you over here?" I again explained, "This is where I live here." I told him my uncle's a cop, which is not true. I said, "I'm really sorry I reached for something, I apologize for that." And then he asked me about my child. Do you really think you're being a good man by buying drugs in the hood and drinking?" And I said, "No, sir, I'm not. I didn't follow protocol. I deeply apologize. My uncle's a cop. I understand," which my uncle is not a cop. It was just something to say. Now, here's where white privilege comes into play. I was allowed to reach for something. I was allowed to get out of the vehicle without being held down until I died. I wasn't shot. And he gave me an opportunity to humanize myself. That's the reality. He asked me questions. "Why are you here? Why do you have a car seat?" "My name is Nima. I live right there. I have a son. I don't have any drugs." I was let go. I didn't get my vehicle taken. I just got a ticket, which I paid for later. And I went home without incident. And, I truly believed in that moment when I was looking down the barrel of that gun, the tension that cop was under, the way he was, standing, his presence. It was so tense. I truly believe in my soul if I was black, I would have got shot because I was not following proper protocol. I reached for something. I was drunk. I was talking shit in the beginning, but I went home and I'm alive today. That's white privilege. Thank you very much.